Supreme Master TV Max. Maximize your blessings at home, work, and anywhere.
All of you should try to set up your telephone. You go onto the site for suprememastertv.com/max or Folia, Pocha, Livia. Then you can set up your computer or even your handy smartphone without SIM into 40 quadrillion screens of Supreme Master Television. The dots are very, very small, but there are 40 quadrillion screens behind them. And if you have several no-SIM phones set up on that, then it's a lot. And that kind of concentrated, huge, incredible energy will bless your home, bless your environment, your village, your town, or your city. And if many people do that, we bless your country, bless the world. So we will have less disasters.
To utilize this tool free of charge, please visit suprememastertv.com/max or youtube.com/@folia999/streams.
They're a third of the way out. Looking good. Dog has got his head against.
The dog was found in a dry well after being lost for a whole night. His rescue was a success. But that's enough for a spontaneous adventure. It's time to go home, little buddy.
Excellent. Good job, everybody.
As for the lame excuse that without eating meat, we would not get enough nourishment and would be weak and sickly, well, what about elephants, horses, cows, buffaloes, etc.? They are herbivorous and are not weak. It is our minds that are weak, not our bodies. The Venerable Abhiyanna, vegetarian.
With profound, humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy, blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace. Etc.
Peace is happening around our world.
Peace News number 56 of many and counting.
There are many countries promoting peace and fostering amity among peoples and governments. Etc.
January 2024. Iran, Russia, Turkey, and Syrian government officials, along with opposition representatives, meet in Astana, Kazakhstan, for talks on bringing lasting peace to Syria. By creating peace, we all can make a loving, serene, and prosperous world.
We now invite you to watch the next part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message titled Exalted Womanhood, Part 14 of 20, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on November 13th, 2024.
For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Kuan Yin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Kuan Yin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, vegan, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, vegetarian, the venerated Lord Krishna, vegetarian, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, vegan, the venerated Lord Mahavira, vegan, the beloved prophet Muhammad, vegetarian, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, vegetarian, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, respectfully thank all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness. Wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, promotes the peaceful, loving plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world, where people of both animal and human kingdoms live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we're aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal people-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters.
He has been Buddha since forever before. Eons, countless of periods of many earths, many heavens. Destroy, rebuild, he's been Buddha a long time already. So long you can never count. That's called many eons of time. The same with Maitreya Buddha and many other Buddhas. It is possible for a human to become a Buddha, of course, also. And you see, just like the monk Guangqing, he came down for 600 years before his last lifetime on earth from Amitabha Buddha's land. And his teacher was still in the Amitabha Buddha's land, but he came down to the human existence for 600 years, probably because he wanted to help some people in the world, humans who, if he doesn't, they will probably fall into hell or some very lowly existence. And even then, during the 600 years, he did many bad deeds. So he even became exiled into the animal kingdom, becoming an animal person. He himself told people that, and it's written in his book. So it's not like you are Buddha and you come down to the world, into the human world, and you just retain the status of the Buddha, and then everybody will see you as a Buddha and worship you and make offerings to you and recognize and accept that you are Buddha. It's not like that. Even when the Buddha came the last time of his cycle as Buddha again, people still wanted to kill him, even his own cousin, who was a monk also, who was his disciple, who was Buddha's disciple, wanted to kill him many times and degraded him, slandered him, and did all kinds of things. So you can never be too secure that, okay, I'm a monk, I'm a priest, I'm a nun, I recite Buddha's name every day, and I eat vegan, and I recite the sutra every day, I meditate on breathing technique, or reciting Buddha's technique, whatever, then I will go to Buddha's land. Not necessarily. Please, unless you are already a Buddha, it's very difficult to free yourself from this world once you are in it. So be very diligent. Monks and nuns, I tell you all this with all my love and respect for your ideal. Before you started your monkhood, you have ideals. You want to be a holy person, follow the Buddha, and do this and that to help other beings. But meanwhile, some of you may be led astray by the difficult situation in the world or political situation, or too many followers, praise you and blow you up into the sky, and you fell in some way. But you can always return to your original noble ideal and become a good monk. Just remember, go inside, always check yourself, criticize yourself, no one else. Least of all me, okay? You have very bad karma if you do that. I'm not afraid of you. I don't need your praise or worship or acceptance even. I don't need it. I need nothing in this world. Just I'm afraid for you only, okay? We talk again about going out for alms. If you already know your way and the villagers already know you and they want to make offerings to you, it's a short distance and you go back to your temple, then it's also agreeable. It's maybe okay if you like it that way and if you can afford it, and if that does not make any trouble for other monks. Because if you're doing that, and if the majority of your country or your area are Mahayana monks, meaning they just eat vegan, or maximum vegetarian, meaning they eat eggs, drink milk, and eat cheese and all that, then other people or some fanatics will kind of glorify you and put you up on the pedestal so that you could never step back down again. They will make you become like a living Buddha and spread it all over on the net and oppress anyone who doesn't believe that you are a Buddha, even though you are not a Buddha yet. And you can't tell them. But slowly you might think that there's no harm, and then you feel proud that people trust you. And anywhere you go, people give you offerings and all that. Then some faithful, some fanatics will look down upon other monks who eat 2-3 times a day and live in a temple. But they also do no harm. They also recite the Buddha's names every day. They recite the sutras and they take care of their faithful. When the faithful are sick, they come to them. When they have trouble, they come to them, etc. So they're also doing work and they keep the temple clean for the faithful to come to meditate and to retreat and to take refuge when they have free time or when they're in trouble or need a place to rest for some time, for some days. Or even make an example so that other people will become monks and nuns and continue to keep the Buddhist noble holy tradition. See, they also do their work. And when people are sick, they come and pray for them, reciting the sutras for them, and when they die or their relatives die, they come and pray for them. They're also doing something. And even if they're doing work like that and they earn only 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day with a few monks' robes on their body, then they're not doing too bad. Because humans always do need somebody to lean on, to tell their problems, and to help them pray for themselves before they die or when they're sick or when their relatives and loved ones die. They need all that comfort. And they need also to be reminded that they should do good, be vegan, do good, and help others. The monks will remind them to do that. So it's not like they are eating just because of an empty stomach. They also do something to help society, psychologically, mentally, and physically also. So it's not like they are worse than you or anything, but some people who do not understand deeply like that, thinking the monks who eat 2-3 meals a day and become a little chubby or don't go around begging, then the bad monk is not like that. No. To eat or not to eat, that doesn't decide your Buddhahood. And the worst is that if people praise you up to the sky when you're not worth it, then your marriage will be all gone. And either you will leave monkhood soon, being charmed by a woman or a man or being so sick or any other thing can happen to you. If you are a Maya relative, then you probably don't have to worry about that because you're not doing it for the Buddha or for the people. You're doing it to destroy Buddhism. That happened also because Mara said to the Buddha and made Buddha cry that in the Dharma ending age, like our time now, he will come and even defecate into Buddha's bowl and destroy Buddhism by sending his children out to become monks and preach against the Buddha, against the real Buddhism.
When Shakyamuni Buddha was about to enter nirvana, he summoned the Demon King and commanded him, "You should abide by the rules. Follow the rules from now on. Don't violate them." The Demon King replied, "So you want me to follow your rules? Fine. During the ending age of your Dharma, I will wear your garments, eat your food, and defecate in your alms bowl." His meaning was that he would destroy the Dharma from within. When the Buddha heard that, he was worried. He wept and said, "There's really nothing I can do about you. Your method is the most poisonous, the most destructive." A commentary by the venerated Master Suan Hoa, vegetarian, of the Thinking Sutra, or the Shurangama Sutra.
So it could happen. The main point is that you should not be the cause for the separation between monks, between nuns and nuns, like you are better than them. That will give you also very bad karma. In the Buddha's time, it was difficult to have a temple and stay in one place to have offerings. But nowadays, it's very easy. You have the internet, you can preach online even. And staying in a temple is safer for you. You have to take care of your body because it's a temple of the Buddha. Because the Buddha nature is inside you. God dwells within you, according to Christianity. God, Buddha nature, same stuff. If you enlighten well, you will understand that clearly, as if you see the sun in front of you. If you're not enlightened well, then you still think Buddhism is better than Christianity. And some people still slander Christ and slander Buddha because they are not in their religion. But that's because they're ignorant. But you are monks and nuns and priests, you should at least have some enlightenment. Low enlightenment maybe. But it's your capital. You have to continue to invest with it, with your time, your sincerity, your pure devotion. Then you become more and more enlightened all the time. Praise to the Buddha who helps you. Praise to God who sustains you, supports you, and helps you. Even monks have their own destiny, like what they have to do. So that's why some monks cannot be a real monk, or they will stop after a while because it's not their destiny, even though they really want to be a monk. But in Thailand, they have temporary monks. That's also very suitable, very good for that. Some people want to be a monk for 1 week for the marriage for some of their family members, or to become a monk for 1 month or 2 months, 3 months, or a year, etc. Then you don't have to be a monk for all your life. People do that in Thailand. Many of them do that. And now, if you choose the path of taking alms while you are walking, that's a different kind of monk, the Hinayana they call it, or they call it the early Buddhist monk style. But as I said before, I don't really want to offend anyone. I'm just saying what I know, okay? What I know might not be what you think you know, or what you think is correct. But I just tell you the truth, nothing more. Yeah, it's up to you, huh? I often also make offerings to monks. I do not discriminate between the animal people, meat-eating monk, priest, or non-meat-eating priest or monk. But for you, yourself, if you go out begging for alms, you should, if you stay nearby your city or nearby your village, then people already know what time you come out, what time you go with your bowl for alms. Then they would line the street and give to you. Each one gives different. And then you go home and probably eat together or just eat whatever is in your bowl. It depends, huh? Maybe it depends on tradition, but mostly eat whatever's given in your own bowl. That's it. Now, if you know people already very well, you could tell them, please give only vegan. Because as a monk, you have compassion. You see, that's why you want to become a monk.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Peace Leader, how fortunate for the world.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Harmonious viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode titled Exalted Womanhood, Part 14 of 20, on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Spiritual Strength in Crisis through Interfaith Unity, Part 6 of 12, on Words of Wisdom, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds, life is a feast.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule ਅਤੇ suprememastertv.com/BMD.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.